If the moderator could compose herself, I now recognize Associated Stated Clerk Tom Hay and Assistant Stated Clerk Deborah Davies to make a presentation to the Presbytery of Cascades Committee on Local Arrangements.
We have invited these folks who represent hundreds more who also wore that black apron to join us on stage. It was often said by former Stated Clerk Jim Andrews that we in the PCUSA can have a meeting without a host presbytery, but we can't have an assembly. We at the Office of the General Assembly know that much of what you will remember fondly and value about the last week is the result of the countless hours of work by the Committee on Local Arrangements, the COLA, of the Presbytery of the Cascades.
For over 2 years, we have had the privilege and pleasure of working with an extraordinary group of people leading this COLA. Co-moderators Beth and Greg Neal and Beverly and Dave Crow, many other members of the steering committee here, and of all of its work groups, and countless volunteers from the congregations of this and nearby presbyteries. From the moment you arrived at the Portland airport, you have been embraced by these gracious people. They planned and led your worship, gave you space to pray, and prayed for you constantly even before you arrived, and space to play with your children. They answered your questions and gave you a smile.
On behalf of the Office of the General Assembly, Deb and I want to present to you this token of appreciation. We hope that you will remember this week and all that led up to it as worthwhile ministry and a fond moment of hospitality. I know that because of you, that's how we will always remember the Committee on Local Arrangements of Cascades Presbytery. Please stand.
Thank you so much. You have no idea what Deb Davies does for all the General Assemblies and Tom Hay. It's been wonderful to work with them. Good morning, General Assembly, 222nd. The Committee of Local Arrangements voted to reconsider you coming to Portland. It's unanimous. You're still welcome, and we're glad you're here. As we get ready to say goodbye, we wish you traveling mercies. We do, of course, have a few more gifts. If you haven't noticed, Grady Parsons has not been able to have enough gifts given to him, so we too have one more. It's a beautiful Pendleton blanket, and we hope that when Grady gets the next book of order in the fall of 2017, he will gently read it and fall asleep while underneath the blanket of the 22nd.
And as we say goodbye and thank you to Grady, we say hello and Godspeed to our co-moderators. We have stoles for you, made of traditional Pendleton fabric. They were custom made for each of you by Angelique Richmond of By Sky Design. She is a member of the First Presbyterian Church in Medford. Our prayer for you as you wear these is that you are reminded of the power of the Spirit that surrounded you here as you began your service in Portland, and that that same Spirit empowers you as you do the work of the church wherever you find yourselves.